In just 5 minutes, you can strengthen your bones and fight osteoporosis after 60 years. Incredible results. Can you believe it's possible to strengthen your bones and fight osteoporosis with just 5 minutes a day? What if I told you the answer to that is in simple foods that might already be in your kitchen? After 60, bones quietly weaken. Osteoporosis sets in without warning signs, and when we notice, a fall can change everything. But you can turn that around. In this video, I'm going to show you 15 powerful foods that work directly on your bone density and strength. And there's more. I'll tell you the true story of an older woman who made a simple change in what she put on her plate and lived an unbelievable turnaround in bone health. Are you ready to find out that your bones can be way stronger than you think? Then stick with me till the end. Number 15. Tofu. Calcium-fortified tofu is a great option for vegetarians or anyone wanting to mix up their nutrient sources. Made from soy, this food is naturally rich in plant protein and, when enriched with calcium, becomes a real ally for bone health. The combo of protein and calcium is essential to strengthen bone mineral density. And the big advantage is tofu offers a highly bioavailable form of these nutrients. In other words, the body absorbs it more easily. The calcium in fortified tofu works directly on building and maintaining bone structure. During life stages where bone mass loss is more pronounced, like after 60, this nutritional boost is even more necessary. And contrary to popular belief, tofu can be very versatile in the kitchen. It absorbs seasonings well and can be grilled, baked, boiled, or used in sweet recipes. This adaptability helps make it a frequent presence at meals. Besides calcium, tofu also contains magnesium, iron, and phosphorus, minerals that work together for skeleton health. Magnesium, for example, helps fix calcium in bones. Phosphorus is a fundamental structural component. This mineral combo strengthens bone resistance and improves bone matrix quality. That's why regular consumption of fortified tofu can act as a barrier against osteoporosis. A smart way to include several nutrients in one food. Another relevant point is that tofu has isoflavones, natural soy compounds that act similar to estrogen. This hormone is essential in maintaining bone density, especially in women during menopause. Isoflavones help compensate for hormone level drops that contribute to bone fragility. Including tofu in your diet can, therefore, be a safe and effective nutritional strategy. And caring for bones becomes easier and tastier. Those still hesitant to try tofu can start with simple recipes like grilled tofu with herbs or cubed tofu in a warm salad. Another idea is mixing it with veggies and whole grains for a complete dish. The important thing is to add tofu consistently to your eating routine because results appear over time. Small changes in diet can mean big gains in health. Tofu, despite being light, has a strong impact on your bones. Number 14. Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese is known for its strong flavor and high calcium content. A small portion already offers a good amount of this mineral, essential to keep bone health on point. That makes it an effective option to complement your daily recommended calcium intake, especially for people at higher risk of bone loss. However, it's important to remember this cheese is also high in sodium, so consumption should be balanced to avoid overloading the body. Parmesan calcium is highly bioavailable, meaning the body absorbs it easily. This is especially important for those already showing signs of osteopenia or osteoporosis. Including practical and potent calcium sources in your diet is an effective strategy to keep bones strong. Even in small amounts, Parmesan can be a valuable addition. Sprinkled over soups, pasta, or salads, it complements the dish without overdoing it. Besides calcium, Parmesan also offers good quality proteins that contribute to maintaining muscle mass and bone structure. These two elements, calcium and protein, work together to prevent bone fragility. It's important to make sure these nutrients are present in balanced amounts daily. Parmesan can help with that, as long as it's eaten mindfully. Avoid large portions and prefer less salty versions if possible. Another interesting point is that Parmesan is easy to store and lasts a long time. This makes it a practical option for those needing safe calcium sources day to day. It can be kept in the fridge for weeks and used little by little without waste. The practicality combined with nutritional value makes this cheese a powerful ally. Even people with little time to cook can benefit from its nutrients. Now, speaking of powerful combos, in the last chapter of this video, I'll tell you a surprising story. A real story of someone who added these foods to their routine and experienced an impressive transformation in their bones. Wait for it because it's worth hearing every detail. Number 13. Plain yogurt. Plain yogurt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to consume calcium, protein, and probiotics all at once. These three elements are fundamental for bone health and work together to improve absorption and use of essential minerals. Calcium helps bone structure, protein strengthens muscles that support the skeleton, and probiotics optimize gut health. A healthy gut, in turn, improves calcium absorption. This synergy makes yogurt an excellent choice. When choosing plain yogurt, it's best to go for versions without added sugar and with minimal artificial ingredients. The purer the product, the greater the benefit for your body. You can boost yogurt with fresh fruits, seeds, or oats to increase nutritional value. This makes it a versatile food adaptable to different tastes and needs. Whether for breakfast, afternoon snack, or light desserts, it fits very well. Another strong point of yogurt is the presence of phosphorus and vitamin B12. These two nutrients are essential for bone formation and maintenance. Vitamin B12, for example, helps with cell regeneration, while phosphorus is a structural bone component. That's why yogurt goes beyond calcium, offering a complete combo for those wanting to care for their body's structure. And most importantly, it's easy to find in any supermarket. People with lactose intolerance can opt for lactose-free natural yogurts or plant-based fermented milks. The key is to ensure the product still contains good amounts of calcium and probiotics. Calcium-fortified plant yogurts are valid alternatives too. This widens possibilities for different dietary profiles. The important thing is not to give up on rich, complete foods. In the next chapters, we'll keep exploring other amazing foods for your bones. But stay alert, because that surprising story I promised, it's closer than you think. Keep going till the end, you won't regret it. Number 12. Fortified almond milk. Fortified almond milk is a great plant-based alternative for those who don't consume animal milk. When enriched with calcium and vitamin D, it becomes a powerful ally in the fight against osteoporosis. This nutrient duo is essential for building and maintaining bone structure, especially after 60. Besides, it's a light drink, easy to digest and low in calories. Perfect for those seeking efficient nutrition without overload. Vitamin D in fortified almond milk boosts calcium absorption by bones. Without it, much of the calcium consumed can be wasted, compromising bone health in the long run. That's why this kind of plant milk, when well formulated, can even be more advantageous than regular milk. It combines practicality, mild taste, and high nutritional value. Plus, it can be consumed by people with lactose intolerance or milk protein allergies. Another benefit of fortified almond milk is the presence of vitamin E, an antioxidant that fights free radicals. Oxidative stress is linked to bone density loss, common in older ages. That's why keeping good antioxidant intake helps protect cells and strengthen bones. Almond milk works on multiple fronts. It's a functional drink that goes beyond basics. It can also be easily incorporated into daily eating, at breakfast with whole grains, in fruit smoothies, or as a base for sauces and light desserts. This versatility helps maintain the habit and increases benefits over time. The key is always to choose versions without added sugar and enriched with calcium and vitamin D. This way, you ensure complete nutritional support. And watch out, in the last chapter of this video, I'll reveal the real story of someone who made these food swaps, and what happened to their bones was unbelievable. Number 11. Sesame seeds. Sesame is one of the richest calcium seeds in nature, so it's a hidden gem when it comes to bone health. Just 1 tablespoon of this seed already provides a considerable amount of calcium. But the benefits don't stop there. Sesame is also rich in magnesium, a mineral that works synergistically with calcium to strengthen bones. This powerful combo helps naturally and effectively prevent osteoporosis. Another difference with sesame is that it can be consumed in many ways. One of the most nutritious is tahini, a paste made exclusively from ground sesame that keeps all nutrients intact. Sprinkling sesame seeds over salads, rice, veggies, or even homemade breads is a simple way to boost dishes. It has a neutral flavor, which makes it easy to use in sweet and savory recipes. Besides calcium and magnesium, sesame is a source of phosphorus, iron, zinc, and B vitamins. These nutrients participate in countless metabolic processes supporting bone health. Iron, for example, helps transport oxygen to bone tissues, while zinc contributes to collagen formation. And collagen, as we know, is a fundamental structural part to keep bones strong. Another factor to consider is sesame's high antioxidant power. It contains lignans and sesamin, compounds that protect cells against oxidative damage. This is crucial for those seeking healthier aging with less risk of degenerative diseases, including those affecting the skeletal system. Adding sesame to your diet is a smart health investment. In the next chapters, we'll continue exploring incredible foods for bone health. And you already know, at the end of the video, a real surprising story will show how these choices make all the difference. Number 10. Chia seeds. Chia seeds are small in size but huge in nutritional value, especially when it comes to bone health. They're a very rich source of calcium, magnesium, and omega-3, three essential nutrients to keep bone density high and prevent osteoporosis. Besides, it's an easy-to-eat food that can be included in many daily meals. Just 1 tablespoon a day is enough to feel the benefits. Chia's calcium helps form and strengthen the bone matrix. Magnesium facilitates calcium transport and fixation in bones, while omega-3 acts as a natural anti-inflammatory. This combined action makes chia a true ally for older adults. By reducing inflammation and providing essential minerals, it fights fragility and helps keep bones firm and strong. Another strong point of chia is that it also contains soluble fiber, which favors gut health. A balanced gut absorbs nutrients better, especially minerals. This makes chia an even more complete choice since it acts at the base of absorption of everything needed to strengthen the skeleton. A well-nourished body is a stronger body, more resistant to bone diseases. You can add chia to juices, yogurts, fruit salads, soups, or even water. When hydrated, it forms a gel that improves satiety and helps digestion. This gel also protects the intestinal mucosa, creating a more favorable environment for nutrient absorption. All with a neutral flavor that doesn't interfere with the taste of preparations. Besides, chia helps control blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure, 3 factors that, when uncontrolled, indirectly affect bone health. A balanced body regenerates its tissues more efficiently. Chia contributes to this balance quietly and powerfully. And as I promised, in the last chapter of this video, you'll meet the real story of someone who started adding these simple foods to their routine, and what happened to their bones is hard to believe. Stay tuned. Number 9. Broccoli. Broccoli is one of the most complete vegetables when it comes to bone health. It contains a rare and powerful combo of calcium, vitamin K, and antioxidants, which together form a protective shield against bone mass loss. Vitamin K, for example, is essential for calcium fixation in bones, preventing the mineral from ending up where it shouldn't, like arteries. Antioxidants present in broccoli help fight inflammation that speeds up bone demineralization. Besides, broccoli is rich in fiber, which favors gut health and, consequently, mineral absorption. A well-functioning gut is a key factor for the body to get the most out of ingested nutrients. This is especially important with age, as absorption capacity naturally decreases. Including broccoli regularly in the diet is a way to compensate for this decline. And the good news is that it can be consumed in many ways. Broccoli can be steamed, sautéed, roasted, or even in soups and soufflés. When cooked quickly and with little water, it retains nutrients better, which ensures greater effectiveness in strengthening bones. Another relevant point is that it has bioactive compounds that help detoxify the body. This reduces inflammatory load and contributes to a more balanced internal environment, directly benefiting bone health. For those looking for convenience, frozen broccoli is also an excellent option. It keeps practically the same nutrients as fresh and can be prepared in minutes. Including this vegetable in your diet at least 3 times a week is enough to reap good results. And the more varied the diet, the greater the protective effect on the skeletal system. The secret lies in consistency and variety. Broccoli also offers good amounts of folate, which helps in cell renewal and bone formation. This nutrient richness makes it indispensable for those who want to age with better quality of life. Even small daily portions can have a positive long-term impact. It's a simple food but with immense power. Number 8. Collard greens. Collard greens are a true treasure in the diet when it comes to strengthening bones. Rich in highly absorbable calcium, this vegetable also offers good amounts of vitamin K, magnesium, and antioxidants. This combination strengthens bone structure and also fights silent inflammations that weaken bones over time. And the best part, collard greens have low oxalate levels, which further facilitates calcium absorption. Another big advantage is collard greens' versatility. They can be eaten sautéed in green juices, broths, omelets, pies, and much more. When properly cleaned and cut into thin strips, they can even be eaten raw in salads, preserving their nutrients as much as possible. This culinary variety makes collards an excellent companion for those wanting to keep a healthy routine. And their mild flavor helps a lot in adapting to the taste. Plant calcium in collards is ideal for those who are lactose intolerant or prefer to reduce consumption of animal products. But the benefits don't stop there. Vitamin K in collards is essential for making proteins that act directly in bone mineralization. Without it, calcium can be poorly used by the body. That's why consuming this vegetable frequently makes a big difference in bone quality. Magnesium, another abundant mineral in collards, contributes to skeleton formation and helps fix calcium. When magnesium levels are balanced, bones regenerate more efficiently. Antioxidants in the leaves protect cells against premature aging. All this with few calories and great cost benefit. Number 7. Cooked spinach. Cooked spinach is a nutritious and tasty option that can help a lot with bone health. It's rich in calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K, nutrients that form the foundation for keeping bones strong. Although it contains oxalates, which reduce calcium absorption, when cooked properly this effect decreases, making spinach a good choice. This shows that how you prepare food also influences the benefits it offers. Vitamin K in spinach helps activate proteins that carry calcium to bones instead of accumulating in soft tissues. Proper calcium direction is essential to avoid complications like vascular calcifications. Plus, spinach contains antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin that fight damage caused by free radicals. This damage can weaken bone structure over the long term. Magnesium is another abundant nutrient in spinach and essential for bone metabolism. It participates in collagen synthesis, an important component of the bone matrix. It also helps activate vitamin D in the body, boosting calcium absorption. That's why magnesium-rich foods are always recommended to prevent and treat osteoporosis. Spinach is a top contender here. Another important point is that spinach also provides good amounts of iron and fiber. Iron helps cell oxygenation, while fiber supports gut health. As we've seen, a healthy gut improves calcium and other mineral absorption. Including spinach regularly in meals is a simple and practical way to care for bones without big effort. Number 6. Almonds. Almonds are small in size but giant in benefits for bones. They are rich in calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and plant proteins, a perfect combo for bone strengthening, especially after 60. They also provide good fats that help absorb fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D. This boosts nutrient use and supports building and maintaining strong, resistant bones. Another positive point of almonds is their antioxidant content, like vitamin E, which protects bone cells from oxidative damage. Cellular stress can speed up bone mass loss, and regularly eating antioxidant foods is essential to slow this process. Almonds do this excellently, acting as a natural barrier against bone deterioration. All that with pleasant taste and crunchy texture. Magnesium, present in good amounts in almonds, is fundamental to balance calcium levels in the body. It acts as a regulator, helping the body send calcium to bones instead of soft tissues where it can cause problems. Also, this mineral is involved in over 300 metabolic reactions, including bone formation. So when you eat almonds, you're giving your body way more than just energy. They're also an excellent source of plant protein, essential to maintain bone matrix integrity. Bone mass needs a solid base to hold up, and that base is largely formed by proteins. By ensuring healthy protein intake, you help your bones stay strong and avoid fractures common in older age. Plus, they help control appetite and keep body weight stable, another important factor for skeletal health. It's very easy to include almonds in your routine. A handful a day makes a big difference. They can be eaten as snacks, added to yogurt, salad, or even in sweet and savory recipes. It's best to pick unsalted and unsweetened versions to keep the nutritional profile intact. Their ease of use makes almonds one of the best options for those looking for practicality and health. Number 5. Beef liver. Beef liver is one of the most nutritious foods out there and offers a rare combo of vitamins and minerals that strengthen bones. It's very rich in vitamin K2 and vitamin D, two substances fundamental for bone health. Vitamin K2, for example, acts by properly directing calcium, ensuring it fixes in bones and not arteries. Vitamin D improves intestinal calcium absorption, boosting its effects even more. Besides, liver is a source of iron, zinc, copper, and vitamin A, which also participate in skeleton maintenance. Iron is essential to oxygenate bone tissues, while zinc and copper help form bone collagen. Vitamin A has an important role in cell renewal, a key process for bones to stay strong even as years go by. That's why liver is so valued in functional nutrition. Another highlight of beef liver is its nutritional density. In small portions, it delivers large amounts of nutrients, making it an efficient choice for those needing to care for their bones but who struggle to maintain a varied diet. Just 2 servings a week brings significant benefits. Also, it can be prepared many ways: grilled, stewed, in pâtés, or as part of main dishes. Vitamin K2 in liver is hard to find in other foods and makes all the difference for bone health. Studies show it reduces fracture risk and improves bone mineral density, especially in elderly. Few know that deficiency of this vitamin is one of the silent factors in osteoporosis development. Including liver in your menu is a way to naturally reverse that deficiency. Those who don't usually eat liver can start with small amounts mixed with veggies or grains to soften the flavor. You can also use seasonings like garlic, onion, and herbs to make the dish tastier. The important thing is not to ignore this extremely nutritious and very accessible food. It's a true natural medicine for bones. Number 4. Eggs. Eggs, especially the yolk, are functional foods for bone health, even though they're often underestimated. Egg yolks contain vitamin D, phosphorus, and proteins, 3 nutrients fundamental for bone structure and maintenance. Though the amount of vitamin D is less than in other foods, it's still an important source, mainly when combined with other daily sources. For those wanting to prevent osteoporosis, eggs are simple and powerful allies. Phosphorus is the second most abundant mineral in bones and works together with calcium to keep the bone matrix dense and resistant. Proteins in eggs provide amino acids needed to form collagen, which gives bones support and flexibility. This is especially important as years go by and loss of bone elasticity and density increases. A diet rich in quality protein helps slow this process. Eggs also offer choline and vitamin B12, nutrients that support cell integrity and nervous system health. This link is important because the nervous system influences muscle strength, and strong muscles support bones better against falls and impacts. So, eggs strengthen bones both directly and indirectly through muscle and body balance support. Another benefit of eggs is that they're affordable and versatile. They can be eaten boiled, scrambled, poached, or in various recipes from breakfast to dinner. To keep nutritional value, it's best to avoid frying or high-calorie sides. A good tip is to combine them with calcium-rich or fiber-rich veggies, creating a complete and functional meal for bones. And contrary to old myths, it's now known that moderate egg consumption doesn't harm cardiovascular health for most people. On the contrary, the balance between protein and healthy fats in eggs can even benefit metabolism overall. That's why it's worth including them regularly in the diet, safely and consciously. Number 3. White beans. White beans are an excellent plant source of calcium and magnesium, essential minerals for bone health. They stand out among legumes because they offer a unique nutrient combo that favors bone density. Besides, they contain plant proteins and fiber that help the body absorb minerals. This makes them a very complete option for those wanting to prevent osteoporosis with simple and affordable foods. Another important benefit of white beans is their phosphorus content, which works together with calcium to form the bone matrix. This mineral balance is fundamental to ensure bones are strong yet flexible enough to withstand impacts. Regular consumption of white beans can help maintain this balance and reduce fracture risk, especially in people over 60. A simple scoop on your plate can make all the difference. Fibers in white beans also support gut health. A healthy gut favors nutrient absorption and improves the body's inflammatory response. This is vital because silent chronic inflammation contributes to bone loss over time. By improving intestinal function, white beans help the body use calcium from food better, so they act in both prevention and bone health maintenance. Another highlight is that white beans have a lower glycemic index compared to other beans. This helps control blood sugar, avoiding sugar spikes that are linked to bone fragility. Controlling glucose is important to preserve bone health long-term. People with diabetes, for example, have a higher risk of developing osteoporosis, and white beans can be a nutritional ally in this scenario. They can be included in soups, salads, hot dishes, or even as a substitute for animal proteins in some meals. It's a simple and delicious way to vary your diet without giving up nutritional value. The secret is to cook well and season with natural herbs and spices, avoiding too much salt to keep overall health. Number 2. Banana. Banana is a versatile and accessible fruit offering fundamental nutrients for bone health. Rich in potassium and magnesium, it helps balance body pH and reduce calcium loss through kidneys. This effect is extremely important because excess acidity in the body can speed up bone demineralization. By neutralizing acidity, banana contributes to keeping bones stronger and healthier. Potassium in bananas also regulates blood pressure, which favors circulation and nutrition of bone tissues. Magnesium, in turn, is a cofactor in vitamin D metabolism, which optimizes calcium absorption. These three elements, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, form an essential trio for those wanting to avoid or treat osteoporosis through diet. And banana delivers two of them in a practical and tasty way. Besides, banana contains vitamin B6 and small amounts of vitamin C, which help collagen production. Collagen is the structural base of bones, and its adequate presence guarantees elasticity and strength. This benefit is often forgotten, but fundamental for a more resilient skeleton. Eating banana is therefore more than just providing energy. It's also a way to care for bone structure from the inside out. Another favorable point is that banana is easy to digest, making it an excellent choice for seniors with digestive sensitivity. It can be eaten alone in smoothies, mashed with oats, or even as an ingredient in baked recipes. This versatility makes it present at different times of the day, helping maintain continuous intake of important minerals for bones. And although many believe fruits don't have a direct impact on bone health, banana proves otherwise. It might not have a lot of calcium, but it acts as an indispensable helper, so the calcium you consume is better used by your body. This bone helper function is essential in the context of a balanced diet focused on healthy aging. Number 1. Dried plum, prune. Dried plum might look like a simple dried fruit, but its impact on bone health is impressive. Recent studies have shown that daily consumption of dried plums can significantly improve bone density, especially in postmenopausal women. This happens because of its high concentration of antioxidants, polyphenol, and minerals like boron and potassium. These compounds act directly on bone regeneration and inhibit the resorption process, the one that, over time, eats away bone structure. The presence of boron in dried plums is especially relevant. This mineral helps the body better use calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, all essential for building and maintaining bones. Besides, plums have soluble and insoluble fibers that favor gut health, improving nutrient absorption. And as we've learned throughout this video, a healthy gut means strong bones. Plums act on several fronts at the same time. But the most surprising might be the stories of those who adopted this simple habit in life. That was exactly what happened to a woman named Margaret, 66, living in a small town. After a medical checkup, she found out she had advanced osteopenia. Worried about fractures and progression to osteoporosis, Margaret decided she'd do everything possible to change that diagnosis. She couldn't afford expensive supplements or fancy gyms, but she found motivation and information in videos like this. With discipline, she started adjusting her diet little by little. She included sardines twice a week, began using fortified almond milk in recipes, and swapped processed snacks for plain yogurt with chia seeds. But it was with dried plums that she created a daily ritual, 5 pieces every morning religiously. 6 months later, a new bone density scan left the doctor barely believing what he saw. Margaret's bone mass had not only stopped deteriorating, but was showing signs of recovery. Silent inflammation had decreased, calcium absorption had improved, and her physical strength was visibly greater. All this without medications, just simple and consistent diet changes. A living example of the power of well-guided nutrition. And if you want to keep receiving the best videos for your health, subscribe to the channel, because it exists for one reason only, to make you a healthier person with better quality of life. Helping you is my mission. In the video popping up on your screen now, I reveal 10 incredible and irreversible benefits of castor oil. Click the screen and check it out.